Hello everyone, my name is Redanka Damia Karim and I am from LA68 class. Today we are going to discuss what is the current and most critical issues in international migration. But first, before we head into that topic, we have to know the basic definition of migration. So, what is migration? Migration is the movement of people from one place to another, often across countries to live temporarily or permanently. It happens for various reasons such as work, education, family, or escaping conflict. Migration impacts societies by influencing cultures, economies, and population worldwide. After we know the basic definition of migration, now let's head into our topic. So, what is the current or maybe it's the most critical issues in international migration perhaps? Well, the most critical issues in international migration currently is the rapidly increasing number of forcibly displaced people due to conflict. By middle 2024, this number reached approximately 122.6 million, a significant rise driven by expanded conflict zones and instability, especially in regions like Sub-Saharan Africa, Eastern Europe, and part of Central Asia. A key critical issue in international migration today is the massive forced displacement caused by conflict, state fragility, and climate disasters. Ukraine is one of them. Since Russia's 2022 invasion, over 10 million Ukrainians have been displaced, with millions fleeing abroad, mainly to European countries. This represents the largest refugee crisis in Europe since World War II and creates significant humanitarian and political challenges. So, we already know that Ukraine conflict with Russia is still ongoing until now, and this conflict resulted dozens of Ukrainians flee to neighboring countries, especially in European continent. And this became the largest refugee crisis since World War II. So in this case, what theoretical framework that we can use to see this issue? This issue is best to understand more further through structural and political economic migration theories, which explain how global inequalities, conflicts, and state policies drive migration. The drivers of migration approach stresses addressing root causes like conflict and poverty to manage displacement effectively. Now, let's head into the real question. Has this issue or Ukrainian issue has been managed? And what are some obstacles they are facing? Actually, the European Union is also involved with Ukraine forcibly displaced issue. The European Union Temporary Protection Directive has provided immediate support to millions of Ukrainian refugees, granting access to residence, work, education, and social services. This rapid response has eased pressures on asylum systems and improved refugee protection in host countries, especially in European countries. However, these measures remain temporarily, and long-term integration and durable solutions are still needed. There are three obstacles on finding the best solution for managing this Ukraine crisis or issue. The first one is political and institutional constraints, where national sovereignty, mostly European countries, and diverging political agendas have a very limited international cooperation on migration governance. The second is conflicting policy goals. Efforts to improve conditions in origin countries often collided with restrictive border controls aimed at limiting migration flows. Lastly is complexity of migration drivers, where the multi-phase cause of displacement, conflict, economic hardship, and climate change require integrated long-term strategies that are very difficult to implement. Overall, that the Ukrainian crisis highlights the urgent need for a coordinated, comprehensive migration policies that balance immediate humanitarian protection with sustainable long-term solution. Addressing forced displacement effectively requires political will, international cooperation, and tackling root causes to prevent future crises and ensure equitable support for migrants worldwide. Oh, we have a cat right here. That's all from me, and I hope this video is useful for all international relations students to study more further about migration. Thank you and goodbye.